position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Dogs have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs are threatening on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the air, it's St. Clair. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Now improvising. On the move, he fires. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping handling the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Escapes the pressure going right. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Trying to keep the drive alive. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Using the quick game. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. He'll start this drive firing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Going to the ground. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Man, this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for room. It's Rodgers. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Got his man on the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to barge their way in. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he's stopped right at the 2.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Going with the ground game left. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Little. On his feet at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's St. Clair. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
And what a great job by the defense, getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense. Start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The play action fake. He'll try to do it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football league.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up by 28 over Ohio. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Working that left side now. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision.
Lofts one high and deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, the 20, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Dogs!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hand?
Oh, and the extra point is blocked.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Georgia.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not...
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation.
There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Rodgers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do.
Here we go.
From the gun. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the run, it's McKenzie. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they...
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback go in the other direction.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Akbar. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Keeps looking downfield. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Fights off a defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's McKenzie. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.